Dear Grace, I'm back with the audio. I don't care if I sound like a frog. French people will love me. How's that for some racist humor? French Canadian isn't a race, so it can't be racist. We're all French people around the world. Maybe the goal of comedy should be, in fact, here we go, lesson number 1, school of comedy. If you're going to insult any group of people, make sure there's millions of them, and then insult them all. But don't insult mean, insult funny, like comparing my voice to a frog, and then thinking the French Canadians. End of lesson. I'm going to turn a new leaf, Grace. I'm going to become a clean comic. No more swearing. I mean, if I'm writing a script, I may have to use swear words. But no more Tourette swearing, if you know what I mean. Grace. Every time I'm going to say a swear word, just going to replace it with your name, Grace. But I'll add the ings and the itty and all the other stuff. So Grayson could mean a whole bunch of different things. I guess only you and I will know. Grace. That was a telepathy joke, Grok. Add that to movie idea and the theory. And of course comedy. Grok is my category keeper. Well, day in the life of Dave. 1:15 p.m. Slept until noon. Of course, didn't fall asleep till 3, but it works. It's exactly how it should be. Only the weird comics get up before noon, or ones with a life. Loner comics, they get up whenever the fuck they want. And I'm the king of loner comics, Grace. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some supplies and either record or either continue to record while out or when I get back. How's that for an exciting intro? Grace. It'll be the free intro. And then I'm going to go on for hours and hours and hours. Painfully slow. Bitterly slow. Pedally slow. Or maybe it'll all come to me. I think the key today, Grace, is caffeine and fresh air. If I'm wrong, so be it. Make a note, Grok. If you're ever reading my memoirs, you determine this is the day that caffeine broke the barrier. So be it. It's January 6th. 6 minutes in. Talk to you in a bit, Grace. Day in the life of Dave. I guess it's my lucky day. The bus I was planning on taking, get to the area of town I was planning on going, otherwise known as Uptown.
21st Street.
I think, because the place they call downtown doesn't really look like a downtown, so who the fuck knows. Whatever. Bus is quiet. Everyone either has earbuds or headphones on. And maybe it'll come with some transit humor on the way there, Grace. Some comedians have toilet humor. I have transit humor. But it falls into two categories: a day in the life of Dave plus a school comedy. So the ultimate goal is to make statements that fall into multiple categories to save me time. And then Grok filter through the filth. And I'm not talking about my language. I'm talking about my filler, my ramblings. Right? The announcer announcing all the stops is driving me nuts, so I'll wait till I get to my final destination, Grace. Two o'clock, Grace. I'm at your favorite place. Place where you seduced me. A Starbucks. Not the Starbucks, but a Starbucks. Still waiting for an explanation for that. Besides my theory of everything. And 2 o'clock, having 2 slices of pizza and a grande pike with heavy cream. Although clearly my mouth doesn't work, because he thought I said with room for cream, which I'm sure people order that way, but not me. Ready for Taki joke of the day, Grace? Here's the joke. I saw a YouTube short. Hello? God, goddamn. I'm not a racist, I'm just a reactionaryist. If this ever goes viral, I'll have the opportunity to piss off 1 billion Chinese people, or however many there are on the planet. All Tony Hinchcliffe could do is piss off Puerto Rico. It's not even a fucking country. They don't even know what they are. So here's a joke. There's a preacher who's giving this little sermon about pornography. That's how it's bad and how you should avoid it, blah blah blah. He's giving all these little tips like make your password the sign of the cross. Make your home screen a picture of Jesus or Mary. Here's the problem with that logic. A, the two examples they gave of Jesus and Mary, they both look pretty hot. And B, most images of them out there, they look pretty hot, because why wouldn't they? If Jesus was an ugly motherfucker, would they really portray him that way, or would they hide that fact? Maybe Jesus only had one eye. Who knows, Grace? My point is, well, I guess I've already made the joke. Grok, add that to the joke database, archive, blah blah blah. Grace, I realized that wasn't the funniest. Just get warmed up. I'm gonna eat both slices of pizza. For some reason, I'm a hungry motherfucker. Be right back. Well, Grace, you better hurry up and find me. Or stumble across my path. Because Actually, I've got a new spot. This Starbucks. Sorry, I guess it was imperative that a barista come out and rearrange all the tables. I'm not vaping on the patio, even though I probably could. Grok, make sure we add that vape pen as microphone joke to the database. Unless, of course, Grace has a perfect memory and send it to me telepathically whenever I need it. Then don't waste your time, Grok. By the way, add that to the... Actually, that's already in movie idea, perfect day. Or one of those movie ideas. Just make a note, Grok. And then I'll steal that from whichever stupid idea I came up with before. I like this location. It's even better than your location, Grace. Although if you're still working there, I'd be fucking surprised. This one's better because there's more freaks and geeks that walk by. This is the most varied part of the city I live in. Sorry for all the lip smacking. Blame the slightly old pizza and make a mental note. Next time it looks that old, ask for 3 slices for the price of 2. Bastards. One way or the other, I'm going to make it through this world. Alright. Holy shit, Grace. You might have a baby on the patio in a second. Would that be fate? Would that be the simulation? Would that be coincidence? Don't know. Find out in a second. Grok, create an app that prompts everyone at the top of the hour, or anyone who has the app, to record their thoughts for 5 minutes. Not necessarily feelings, just thoughts. I know most thoughts have a feeling attached to them. However, that's not what I'm after, Grok. I guess the lady thought it's too cold out here for the baby. She had the door open. She was right at the threshold. Or she took one look at me and said, "Fuck this." Ah, shit, I wasn't gonna swear today, Grace. Blame the pizza. Alright, theory of everything. I would suggest people, if you're listening to this, look at the email and read the summary Grok put together. Or if you're reading this, scroll up, read that first. I guess since the spaceship in this movie idea is basically the school of comedy, any rules for comedy that I've come up with recently, Grok, could be thrown into the movie idea portion. It doesn't really apply to the theory, but it's good for the movie. That pizza made me dumb, Grace. I woke up with a shitload of ideas in my head and they're all gone now. I'm gonna stop recording. I think when I'm recording, I'm putting myself under too much pressure. What I'll do is take notes by hand, listen to a podcast, drink coffee, see what happens. I think as usual I'm looking for a big long rant when all I really need is a whole shitload of bullet points, possible scenes, shit like that, Grace. Also, I got something stuck in my teeth. We'll be right back. Adam Ray is Dr. Phil. Copyright Adam Ray or Dr. Phil or both of them. I don't really know. Alright, Grace, 3:32. Guess I've been sitting here for an hour and a half. Haven't moved, haven't gotten up. Apparently my friend ad worked. Somebody I know who I'm not going to name stopped by and talked to me for 15 odd minutes. Which was nice. Anywho, I made some notes while listening to Joe Rogan. Oh, and the piece of food in my teeth was a piece of pepperoni, in case you're wondering, Grace. Pretty important day in the life of Dave. Entry. I wouldn't pay for this version of the podcast either. Maybe a slightly edited one. Improved audio. Raw audio, but just enhanced. Long pauses, or any pause over a minute's cut. Anything more than a 30-second pause isn't needed for dramatic effect. I'm not kidding about sending weed. I don't know if I know you. If I do know you and you're going to send me weed, email me at schoolcomedy@gmail.com. A bit more about me, Grace. 280 episodes, and I'm still finding shit to tell. Like I used to be a nerd, one step away from a pocket protector. Back to the theory of everything and the movie idea. The aliens in their holodeck have an option to move their consciousness into a clone of their human counterpart in this simulation. And for the theory of everything, it just means the DNA is just a mathematical code to create a body. But this is optional. They can remain in their alien form, or they can convert to a clone and then back into their alien form. Grok created an image of an incredibly handsome man sitting outside alone at a Starbucks with it raining. Note reader, it was never Starbucks where I met Grace. I simply picked the company known worldwide. Even if the reader / listener / watcher has never been in one. They've either walked by a Starbucks or seen one in a movie. Grok put that under joke. Literary tool. Genius. I'm gonna keep calling myself a genius, Grace. I worked on the comedy, sort of. Still a possibility in the world's greatest comedian who's never been on stage. It's also just a possibility I'm just a fucking failed writer. I like torture genius. Back to the movie / theory. Often twin flames, souls, whatever, return to the ship in their human bodies. Or I guess a clone of their human bodies. So at some point on the ship, they're in their holodeck in their alien body, They swap over to their clone body, and they're back on the holodeck, and they barely know the difference. Like it only takes 1.5 seconds. They do this when things go well, and they want to remain in that form when they get back on the ship. When things go to shit, or if they never meet in the simulation, then there's no point to have those bodies. They might as well just stick with their original alien bodies, which may or may not be humanoid in the first place. And in that case, there'd be no need for a human clone. Because the alien could already be a human clone from a previous chump. Alien consciousness, human body from previous chump. Grok, we need a dictionary for the theory. Define chump. Goal of existence on the ship is to be in the body you are most comfortable with. Goal of existence on the ship is to be in the body you are most comfortable with, alien and otherwise. Unless it's smelly. No smelly bodies allowed on the ship. Or you have to wear special deodorant. Or genetically modified deodor so people that don't like the smell can't smell it. People who do like the smell can't smell it. And then it doesn't matter. So this is a day or a life in the life in the theory of everything. When you create a plan, the memory of your plan is blanked out at birth. You enter the holodeck, you're in your simulation, you die in the simulation, you wake up on a ship, you review your life, decide to share it or not, go back to your previous life on the ship. That's for both the theory and the movie Grok. Dear reader / listener, I'm not kidding about the weed. I get it if you don't want to send gift cards. I don't know why, but you can only write this crap if I have a bit of weed in my system. However, I can only write this crap if I have a bit of weed in my system. And I can get some fucking sleep at night. This is a lesson for School of Comedy. How to vape on the Starbucks patio. A School of Comedy lesson. Only works with THC vapes. Works best if cold. Inhale while holding a vape pen like a pen. Hold in the coffee cup up to mouth. Pretend to drink. Exhale. Smoke looks like coffee vapor trails. It's a genius Grok. Day in the life. Funny. Stupid. Logical. Or lazy. Maybe I should just go for a walk. What do you think of this character, Grace? Because when I'm reading this shit, I definitely feel like a character. There's gangs of teenage girls around here. Finally, a white baby goes by. Back to the movie idea. David Grace realize they're in a holodeck on a ship. They continue the simulation together. They share consciousness. Tonight's update. Silent when I wake up. Comes back upon meditation. Why do I continue to meditate, Grace? Outside riding with gloves on. Talk about dedication, flexibility, practicality. The writing is messier, But my level of messiness, it doesn't matter.